Hello, Mayhem Makers. I am Mindy with Quilting Mayhem, and welcome back to another Kona Block of the month. We are on to May. I love this one. It's super cute. And as always, we are starting with half square triangles. So put your fabrics right sides together, draw that diagonal line, sew 1/4 inch from either side. So that's what it'll look like. You will cut them apart, press them, trim them. All right, so you're gonna have a whole bunch of half square triangles. I'm going to switch this camera around and show you what the whole block layout looks like, and then we'll talk about how to put it together. All right, as always, my space is a little limited to lay things out, but this gives you the rough idea. So we're going to make a center unit here, which is what I would call kind of a square in the square, just using half square triangles. So it's going to have a white center with these corner points, and then you're making essentially flying geese out of everything else. So I've just laid it out so I can get my colors the way I want them, and then I'm going to start sewing together. So I'm going to sew my sewing geese units together, and then I'll sew those rows together, and I'm going to sew these together. So I'll show you how it starts to play out in just one moment. All right, so you sew your two pieces together like that. And then you take your pins, you're going to pin this together, match those seams. And if you're new, I want you to match the beginning and end points also. So if you're a beginning quilter, match these and pin, match this and pin. And of course, if you're experienced, you know how to make sure that they match when you start and end. All right, so that's what you're going to do to make the unit that then looks like this. And then the center one, it's essentially the flying geese just going outward. And same thing, we're going to match, we're going to pin, and we're going to sew it. And we're doing just those 1/4 inch seams all the way around. And if you're new, pin this beginning and end. All right. Then what will happen is you'll put in your corner background squares and start doing your rows across. So I'll finish up these blocks and I'll show you what's next. All right, so we have our rows made. These are all together. This section's together and this section's together. Once again, we gather up some pins. We're going to match those seams. Make sure everything sews up nice and straight. Definitely, once again, if you're a beginner, you want to pin the beginning and the end so that your block comes out nice and square. All right, so match those corners. And this corner. Try not to knock over the camera in the process here. All right, so this with my 1/4 inch seam, I'm going to press that open, and then I'll just repeat the process with this bottom one. And then we'll show you what the block looks like. All right, here we go. Block is finished. I love this block. It's adorable. So, as always, if you have any problems, you need any help, please reach out. You can email info@Quilting Mayhem. You can message through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any of those channels. I will gladly help you. I want to make sure you are successful with these blocks and enjoy this sew along. Please make sure you are following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Pinterest for all the latest inspiration and tutorials. We hope you have a lovely day and keep on stitching.